I'm Jackie Borowski, and I've got balls. Do you? Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
My theme song.
Oh, and Kenny wore a tank top today. So
I did wear a tank top.
I tried to look macho.
Macho man.
This is about as macho as
very.
Jay is giving me macho man cop realness on the end.
I love how I think that wearing a hat makes me look less gay.
Is there a level?
It does.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face, girl.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, AfterBuzz TV. This is season 9, episode 11. We are coming down to the stretch. I'm your host, Kenny Harrison. You can find me at Kenny C. Harrison on Instagram and Twitter. My co-hosts tonight are welcome back to the lovely Miss
Welcome back to
MJ.
the States. Mark J. Freeman in the house. Hello, John. I know you're watching. I know you're in the chat room. He's my new bestie.
Where can they find you, Mark J?
LoRayne Love, LoRayne Love. And I did get a hate thing on my Instagram the other day, which was interesting.
Okay, think about it.
Because I haven't got one in a while, so it was interesting.
Okay,
it resurfaced.
She'll
I won't say what it is.
It'll come to her.
No, I know what it is, but I just thought it was funny.
Bonjour, Mark.
Bonjour. Oh, you did. It's a little French mustache. That's why you are a little French
Oh,
mustache.
my French. I was
Yeah.
going for Officer Ellis today, but it's not really working, handing out mustache, right? It's going to just keep falling off. Hey, guys, it's Jay Ellis. I'm on Instagram at don't_be_jealous and Twitter at still_jealous.
And Jackie is not with us again. She's still feeling under the weather, but
She's in the chat room.
She is in the chat room, so let's
Yes.
all wish Jackie happy wellness.
Yeah.
Get
And
well,
best,
girl.
And best wishes. So if you're in
I'm
the chat
drinking
room,
your beer for you.
if you're in the chat room, hit Jackie up, say hi, and wish her best wishes. We have a lot to talk about. This is episode 11, as I stated before. It was the gayest ball ever. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think there's a level of gay?
Yes, and I'm at the top of that.
So, can I just get on my soapbox now and just
No.
Okay.
I think people should, in the chat room, rate us. Who's the gayest of the three of us? Rate us, 1 being the gayest, 2 being middle gay, and 3 being butch.
Speaking of chat room, if you're joining us in the chat room,
Thank
you.
I think you'll be
If
the butch
you
one.
are downloading us on on iTunes, thank you for downloading
As
us.
his mustache falls off.
We're listening.
We're
Oh,
listening.
sure,
We are
okay.
listening.
Say it was nice and calm last week. I wonder why.
I will say, I did try to watch. I was actually on the plane as you guys were taping. I just boarded from DC to Paris, and I tried to get connected to the internet and stuff, but then once we got in the air, it wouldn't let me get on YouTube because I was going to try and watch. That would have been fun, watching from...
Quel dommage.
that mustache is just doing all kinds of weird things.
Is it making
to
you
me.
feel things, Kevin?
I'm feeling something over here. I don't know. All right, let's talk about the episode. I know people are like, we're 5 minutes in and haven't talked about the episode. So, first of all, post Nina's elimination, I feel like this episode, as a whole, was my least favorite of the season.
This challenge?
This episode, this challenge, it was my least favorite.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that... Overall, I didn't think it was that exciting of an episode. I don't know. I feel like there's so much more filler. Like, I feel like past seasons, we've seen more content from the girls. Like, I'm like, how did we used to be able to get a video in every Untucked? We got mini challenges, maxi challenges. We had mirror moments. We had all this stuff going on in every episode. And now we're lucky to get a maxi freaking challenge at this point.
Well, we got a maxi challenge.
I was being facetious.
I know. And she's back, ladies and gentlemen. Jay, what you got going on? What do you think?
I like this one just because I like the design challenges, because I feel like this is the core of the show is like kind of a combination of America's Next Top Model and Project Runway as how I was initially like introduced to the show. So I like the sewing challenges. I like to see who kind of rises above on these design challenges, because for me, like, a drag queen's taste is really what makes it for me. And these queens all have different aesthetics. So I thought that, I'm surprised to hear that it wasn't your favorite, because I thought this was like one of the more...
Jackie loved it too.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jackie. Thanks. I'll
I'll be the voice of Jackie. Since mine is the closest to her pitch.
Yeah, but I liked it.
Or is it the other way around?
True.
I liked it. I don't know. I've been happy with like the last few episodes. I feel like it's been building, and I'm happy to see that these are our 4 queens that we have now.
Oh, 4 queens. Okay.
I'm not counting them. Yeah, we're done.
Gotcha.
We got her out.
So the mini challenge was the puppet bitch fest, which
Right.
I do enjoy that. I think it's fun, and it gives it's another reason for the queens to kind of lash out at each other without being completely cunty.
Yeah. This
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Exactly.
Good job.
I'm going to say it every time now.
Okay.
This is my least favorite puppet challenge. I don't think any of them really excelled.
See, well, when Sasha got done, I thought she did really well. But then I was torn because when Peppermint pulled her up and she was green,
Yeah.
I almost peed myself.
Okay, so let's say it. Shay did Peppermint. Sasha did Trinity. Trinity did Shay, I believe. And Peppermint did Alexis. And Alexis did Sasha. So, for once, I'm going to agree with Mark. I thought Sasha was great. I thought it was funny. I laughed. But then when Peppermint came at the end, I was like,
And like even the Broadway stuff,
Yeah.
I love that she had the super long nails. I really thought that Peppermint really did. And I felt like sometimes too, the way they have this show set up, that the fact that Sasha wins and her perk is that she gets to choreograph the number, I'm like, is that really? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should give it to the person who did the worst.
well, she did.
You know what I mean?
She did
Yes.
give the. She got $500 for the tickets.
I know, but then they make that person do the
Yeah.
thing. So
Even-
it's kind of like a win-lose.
Even Sasha was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they each had funny moments. Like Shay with the "Don't touch my wig" regarding Peppermint. I thought that was funny. I think Sasha by far she had Trinity's voice down to a T.
Yeah.
And
That
it
was
and that made the difference.
Yeah.
And
I didn't think Shay's puppet of Peppermint looked like she put her in a blonde wig. I don't even think we've ever even seen Peppermint in a blonde wig, did we?
at the roast.
I think that was more red-ish.
Yeah, and I mean it was like blonde, like her boy hair. And I was just like, I don't know. I thought Shay did the worst.
I thought it
personally.
was fine. I really actually didn't remember what any of the puppets looked like because it really doesn't matter to me. It didn't matter.
The spray paint green was funny though, and
Yeah.
where I was watching, the place like erupted with laughter.
Yeah. It was
what
great.
were you watching?
Red Line in downtown
cool.
LA.
At a girl.
There you go.
I need to go there. I did drive by it finally. I just happened
Did
to
it
be out
drive
there.
by? Did you
It was the
shoot?
day actually I was going to the daytime Emmys. My GPS happened to take me down that street, and I stopped at the stoplight and went, "Oh, there it is."
Yeah, if you don't know where it is,
Yeah.
you-
It was very random.
You may miss it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Sasha was the winner. She got the $500 gift card. And we come to the balls.
Was there even any mirror? There wasn't. She went around the room and talked to people, but there were mirror moments.
Okay, you're
correct?
skipping ahead.
Oh, right.
Let's just discuss what the maxi challenge was.
Oh.
Which was
I thought
the-
that's what we were doing.
No. I was introducing the maxi challenge.
Oh, okay,
which
got
is the
it.
gayest ball ever. Which I think at this point they've run out of ideas because they had the bitch ball at one point. They had all these other different balls, and now they're like, what else do we do? What's left?
But they have like good concepts. I like the rainbow she'd better do.
Can I get on my
Sexy
soapbox now?
unicorn.
Do it.
I mean, you really want to climb up on a soapbox.
Well, I want to climb up on something. I just feel that people in like little kids in middle America and straight people, for example, they get this idea of what it means to be gay, and I think there are much more things that are. I don't think there's a level of gay. I think gay is gay. You can't say it's the gayest. And yes, when you associate like unicorns and rainbow flags, yes, that's pretty gay. But like, I feel like there's more to being gay than I was doing my hair.
Had a girl. Your braid.
Yeah.
That Alexis didn't do.
I just think I didn't like this challenge. I didn't like the concept of this challenge. So
You thought it was too stereotypical.
yes,
I think that's what you're trying to say.
that is exactly what I'm trying to say.
And I understand that. I think, and I mean, I agree with you in that respect because I do have issues sometimes with television and movies and stuff because it is always like the gay guy, is always the hairdresser. He's always, and I'm like, dude, like, why can't Boston Legal have a gay attorney? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Well-
more rare to see those kind of things. And it's like, there's such a wide spectrum of different kinds of gays, and I completely agree with what you're saying. But I mean, it is what it's, you know, it's RuPaul's Drag Race, and we all know it's not rocket science.
What do you think?
Or
Jay?
profound.
Do you care either way?
Like, I hear you guys, and I just want to say,
He's like, I hear you, but I'm tuning you out as always.
as friends, I just, like, I don't know what to say for you. Like, oh, this is coming off. Yeah, I know what you mean, like, to quit the stereotyping, but at the same time, if we can't own it and have it for, like, fun for ourselves as, like, gay people, I think that's half of it. But I can understand where you are coming from.
I stand alone. That's fine. Okay, so they're...
No, I somewhat agree. I agree with both. I agree with both.
I appreciate it. So the three categories were...
Jackie thought the unicorn thing was funny.
Rainbow... Who cares what Jackie... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just going to keep reading out everything she writes.
Yeah, that's fine. And apparently Kennedy's chill pill. Okay, so there was Rainbow knows she better do. I guess that was one challenge. Take the rainbow flag and inspire it to an outfit. Then there was a sexy unicorn, which was fun. It was cute to see. But again, stereotypes. And the village people.
Stereotype.
Exactly. So, yeah.
But again, and I don't know if I can say this now. Can't even yell at me.
Say it!
But we didn't really have a mirror moment, correct?
No, we kind of got more of a like workroom.
Workroom.
Yeah.
She walked through the room, but there wasn't a mirror. There wasn't that.
Well, I mean,
go ahead, Jim.
what could they be like? I remember my first time seeing a unicorn.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
where are we gonna get a mirror moment? I mean, they've been shoehorning them in this season for sure, but they're not gonna be like. Remember, like Village People, like the first time you heard of Village People?
Well, but it doesn't even have to be about what's happening in the challenge. It could just be conversations that are being had getting ready.
But I think they've already done that. Like, I think we've already...
But that's my point, is like they used to always show that. We used to always have all those elements in one episode. And now we're lucky to get, you know, it's just shots of stuff.
But if you remember this time last year, we had that Derek Barry was kind of fighting with Naomi Smalls. This was the same episode, like where I think now that's kind of whittled down, and they're probably like, scrap this. We want the drama of Alexis going against.
And there's not a whole lot of people left. So
And David, thank you in the chat room. He's saying there was the rehearsal, the ribbon rehearsal, which there was some drama there.
Yeah, which after that we saw the fallout of
So
that.
there was a little bit. So thank you. Okay, I was wrong.
So
I will accept that I you wrong.
Wow.
He goes to Paris and
I know,
comes
right?
back a changed
I'm a whole
man.
new woman.
We.
You guys are idiots. Moving
This
right
is
along.
always definitely the more professional side of the table.
Oh, I don't know about that. I will say, last week was very professional. I wonder why. Again.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jackie wasn't here either, by the way.
Well, I wasn't talking about Jackie. Anyway, here we go.
Rude.
And someone did say I was being shady today. So they got to pick their own
Village person.
people. My question to you guys: what would you have picked if you had to choose between cowboy? Oh, and can I do my Native American? No, I won't do that. If you had to pick between Native American, cowboy, cop, what were the other
Construction
ones?
worker,
and
Why wasn't Sailor in there?
leather.
Because don't they have a Navy guy?
yeah.
Like, I wondered why that wasn't there. They do.
No, it was
No,
something didn't get chosen.
sailor. I think it was a sailor.
No. Oh, guys, write it in the chat. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was a sailor, was it?
I'm gonna Google it real quick. Okay, so while I'm doing that, who would you have chosen?
Out of the ones that they had, I probably would have gone for the cop.
I liked the cop too.
I really
Not
liked-
because of what Trinity did with it, but just
I would have had fun with it.
I think I would have done cop or cowboy, just
the
because
construction
I guess because I love country music and Lorraine's a country girl.
I think
I probably would have gone down that road just because it fit. Not that I would always choose something that fit who I am, but I do think it helps when your persona, you can amplify your persona, or you can, you know.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic. Yeah, got it.
sailor.
What about you? Is it
Sailor?
It was the
See,
sailor.
That's why I
one.
wonder
Yeah.
why they didn't. I mean, to avoid all of the like scary things that could have been with a Native American, like
Right.
why didn't they do sailor?
Well, I'm waiting to see if there's any fallout from that. Because, I mean, and I'm the last person because I went to Florida State and our
Right.
mascot was the Seminoles. But I'm the last person to say that it's not right to do, you know, Native American as a type of
Profession.
yes
Village person.
person. Yes. So I would have chosen the leather.
Okay.
Only because I think
Yeah. I mean,
I like.
He chooses leather every morning.
I do, and every night, and
he walks into the-
and only because I think it's smart because I think it's an easy idea concept to drag up.
Yeah.
So I would have chosen leather. So the line, did we ever we just got away from having what we used to do the line of the episode
Yeah, I used to do that.
when
Whatever happened
Not
to that?
anymore.
Whatever
well, I'm
happened to
gonna do
that?
it today. When I forget, I think it was Trinity when she hit Shay with the baton.
Oh, yeah.
and she's like, "Police brutality is too close." I actually fell out of my chair, and I actually thought, and going along the lines with what Mark said about mirror moments, I was thinking that could have been a mirror moment.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't, and I think they kept it lighthearted. So, can we talk about Miss Alexis Michelle?
as
Well, she.
Right. There were 6 village people, so they could only do 5. Thank you, Janky. Yeah, I was going to say that earlier, too.
Right. So, what?
Which they should have done it at final 6, but whatever.
But then we would have had like an extra 3 outfits coming down the runway. Anyways, having said that, I was relieved about the results of this episode, but Alexis and her rant about other people throwing her under the bus.
Don't even get me started.
And telling them, I need you to be my editing eye for my outfit. And I'm just like...
hold on, what party are you talking about? Untucked?
No, this is in general. But when they started constructing Alexis, she started going. That's when she started saying, I need you guys to be my eye. I need, I really want to nail this challenge and yada yada yada.
She was all. I mean, we got table visits. She also was saying that Sasha didn't feel like Sasha felt comfortable leading the team in the group choreography, and then it kind of like spurred into like Sasha saying that she felt like Shay was being a little bit controlling. So I think this is the drama that they wanted in the workroom.
Right.
Because it's been best friends, like it has been
Yeah.
RuPaul's best friend race for like the past few episodes.
Right.
Season of Love.
But also, Trinity kind of threw some shade at Shay at the very beginning about her being in the bottom. So that kind of, I'm not sure if that sparked any like aggression, because I even wrote down when they were in the workroom, Alexis read Sasha's runway or rainbow look because it was on the mannequin, and
Pedestrian.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
the nerve.
however, when I paused it and I looked at it, this was of course after I watched the entire episode and I rewatched it again. I can see where she's coming from. If you're just looking at it on the mannequin, it does look a little pedestrian. But that's
Alexis?
Yeah. No.
No.
Oh, Shay.
Alexis
Shay.
saying that about Sasha.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're saying Sasha. She was saying Sasha's
Yes.
was pedestrian.
Yes.
Which was the color block thing. And I could see your point. When it's on a mannequin, it might look very different than when it's actually put together on a person.
Mm-hmm.
But not to be rude, but for Alexis to say that and come out in a rainbow jumpsuit and a hair tie, whatever, like a hair, I'm like, where do you come? Like, get out.
Shay's throwing shade. I love it.
It's just like at this point we have to call it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because when I started doing drag too, I've always thought about doing a pride outfit, but it's always been hard because you're like, I don't want to look like Alexis does. You know what I mean? Like, because it's easy to do that. It's easy to go buy rainbow material and make a dress out of it. And I've never made one because I was always like waiting to find something that's inspiring to me. And I loved what Sasha did. I liked, and I even thought at one point to do something like that where it's not a rainbow, but it's the colors somehow pieced together. And I thought that she did it in a elegant, classy way.
By the way, Neil is throwing up the pictures for us right now, so thank you so much. So you can see kind of what we're talking about Alexis being in those stockings.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Moving right along. What do you guys think about the rehearsal? I just thought it was a waste of like.
I thought
airtime.
it was just like, let's add some. See, my thing is I would rather have not had that and had more content somewhere else. Like have a mini challenge, have more mirror moments, the videos are in Untucked, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't get why it's so different. I don't know.
They're promoting Rue's song at this point. Like, whenever they have a thing to happen on the runway before the actual runway, I always feel like it's just a tacked on waste of time just to kind of promote like a RuPaul song.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think that they still are trying to get choreography and they want like the drama on that. You know, people aren't following what I'm saying. But I think I said it maybe last week or 2 weeks
said
ago.
last week.
Yeah, I just don't like these like additional challenges where they don't weigh in. Like they didn't use that to factor in who was going to be in the bottom or
Right.
top. it had nothing to do with it.
Well, the judges made comments.
They said she looked like Dorothy Hamill.
Yeah,
not
but
Sasha.
I mean, they made it look. They
She
made
did
it
look like
seem
Dorothy
like that had kind of weight to it, which
I just overall don't think it did.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think it had anything to do with the ball itself.
Correct.
So it was just kind of a waste.
It was like a
Tell us
gay,
what you think.
gay Olympic event.
I did like that how Rue announced the challenge of like she was spinning that. Like I feel like Rue was
was
having
funny.
fun in the workroom.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
fun. But I overall I didn't need the gymnastics.
Yeah.
She's trying to feel her Emmy reel again.
That's right.
Right?
What do you guys think of? Should we just go through the runway? I mean, there's really not much.
The runway was where everything happened.
Yeah, I mean, there was really not much happening. Oh, by the way, I love my guest judge, Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell.
Groundhog's Day is one of my favorite comedies of all time,
Yes.
and I love her, and I'm glad she was on the panel. What do we think of Rue's dress? Jackie, what did you think of Rue's dress this week? Because I know you hated it. She hated it last week.
Yeah, she didn't like it last
Yeah.
week. Zaldi's. I liked it. I liked the wig for sure. Like the wig and makeup looked great,
The
and I thought,
big-
yep, I thought it looked like very oceany, and I liked it. The dress was good for me.
Well, I was okay.
Just okay.
I don't know. I have not been impressed with a lot. I mean, again, I just, it's not that it's ugly. It's just not jaw dropping to me.
I agree with Jay, but I liked the neck up in one respect.
So not the dress.
But I like the dress, but not with the neck up.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Like I wish.
The combination.
Yes.
Got it.
Thank you. Thank
Got
you.
it.
See, Mark does come in
I
handy.
am. I do sometimes.
And I wish you would have wore that during the big hair challenge because it
Yeah.
was really and it was really.
I always, and I think
volume.
we've talked about that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
I wish that she would kind of work with the challenge.
wanna
I
see-
think sometimes she does, but not always.
But I did like the dress and I did like the hair and makeup, just not in.
Straight from Jackie Borowski. Wig great, dress meh.
Yeah.
you sound just like Jackie
Yeah, there
too.
we go. All right,
All right. Yeah, we already talked about the gymnastics. Let's do the runway.
cool.
all right.
So we are going to
I
start.
think Neil's
with,
got the photos too.
He does.
Neil,
And we start
our
with
engineer, is on a roll.
So we're gonna start with Shay. I think we're just gonna run through all three of her looks at the same time. That way we can stay on one contestant.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shay's first look
Does
was.
he have them named?
He does
Okay,
right
good.
there. Yep.
It's the rainbow.
It was her rainbow.
We'll
sheet
put that in
bed.
quotes.
Right. And just if you're not watching, it was like a gown, avant-garde, kind of like. What, is that a fishtail? I don't know what it's
It's
called.
sort of fishtail,
No, it's like the
then
bottom is.
but
what do
it
you
was
call
it
that?
was it was
Mermaid?
asymmetrical at the bottom.
No.
We don't know. We
It
don't
was-
know what this dress is.
It was tight, and then the bottom flared out.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if that's got a name.
It's a fishtail.
And graffiti.
I thought it was creative, and I thought that it was fashion forward, but I don't think it was the challenge, which was rainbow. I mean, imagine if they all came out and nobody wore rainbow. They would be saying, none of you guys did the freaking challenge. That's my point.
You said it for me. I think that it's a very amazing look. It just wasn't the challenge for me. But I think she looks great. It just wasn't. If she came out in that, I wouldn't know that rainbow was the challenge.
The wig was cute and it was rainbow.
Mermaid.
Mermaid tail.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
okay, I was on that.
Okay, I guess I'm giving her a pass because I didn't mind it. I fucking love the dress. I mean, yeah, it wasn't rainbow, but I like the fact that she thought that what Peppermint and what's that, the other girl, Alexis, they came out literally in a rainbow outfit, and she was like, you know what, that's predictable, so I'm gonna take another route.
And I get
she got
that. I get that, but I feel like if Alexis did that, it would be completely like, 'cause again, that's what this show is about. They can kind of pick and choose, and it's very general. And when it's somebody they like, they can like it. If it's somebody they don't like and they want to go home, and they can not like it and they can use it against them. I don't know what that word is that I'm trying to look for.
Bias. Favoritism. Nepotism.
I think it's bias.
I'm a dictionary.
Moving
guy.
on.
Whatever.
So we're doing Shay's next look, which is
Sexy unicorn.
I fucking love this. I loved it.
What, really?
There was nothing I found.
Loved?
I loved it. There was
Love's
nothing.
a strong word.
I
I'm just
loved
gonna
it.
put that
I
out there.
loved it.
I did not love it. I thought it was basic. Compared to the other girls that came out there, even somebody that did, even Trinity, who you may not have liked it, and at least it was unique and different. I just thought this was very easy to kind of throw together. A ponytail, the hooves were probably the only unique thing about it, but then they all ended up having those. So, I don't know. It just was kind of to me.
I think it was true to Shay's aesthetic because Naomi Campbell's kind of her one that she envisions when she's getting in drag. And I think that you would see the inspiration for a unicorn with that long hair, kind of like mane-ish. It looked good. I just, it wasn't my favorite unicorn look,
Right.
I'll say that.
Oh, we are on. Mine is not on. Okay.
But I think it looks like Shay. I think it's a good, like it's
I
clean
think it's
and it looks
I think it's
good.
her, and I think it looked great.
And I don't think it's ugly. I just don't think that it's
The best.
the best.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Neil, moving on. Village People. She was the construction worker.
Look at that screenshot I got of the cape just thrown.
You better work, Jay.
It's so good.
Yes, queen.
This makes me want to be the construction worker instead of the policeman.
Of course.
Oh, I love this look so much. I think the details are amazing. It's like very Fifth Harmony work from home. Like I love this. I like the glitter detail on the helmet, the lipstick. I think this was perfect.
I thought this was her best.
yeah, it's perfection
By far.
It was so good.
I agree. I mean, I have nothing else to add. Jay said it. Said it all. So,
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So next we
Adore
have.
Delano realness.
I
did love that comment.
I even like the collar, the button
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
That was just the strip. That was the detail that I really really resonated with me. Okay, Sasha Velour is next, and her rainbow look.
Deconstructed rainbow.
Sickening. I
loved it. I loved it.
it.
I loved it. I loved it.
Same. I'm on the same boat.
I loved it. It was just, it's thinking outside the box. It's doing, and I don't care that it's a turtleneck and a pencil skirt. It was the challenge and it was different. Done.
I love
I want to take a quick step back.
She was
Jackie
robbed.
said that Shay's construction work was the best look of the night. So we got that. I think
I
that's a
disagree with
unanimous-
that, but we'll get to the one
I
that I
kind of
thought.
disagree with that. I didn't. We'll get to it, but Jackie, I disagree with you. And you'll see why later.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to Sasha.
I think we all kind of are on that same page.
Yes, Sasha. I mean, I love this.
Yeah.
I love it. I will agree with Rue. I rarely, agree with the judges. Well, sometimes I do. I flip flop every now and again. It wasn't like wow. Like it wasn't like when they're talking about balls, they're talking about the underground New York style like balls. Like it's just like outside of the box drag. And yes, this is outside of the box, but it's not like if you were to see this not on RuPaul's Drag Race, you wouldn't necessarily. I would, but I don't think most people would say, "Oh, that's really wow factor." But this shit was sick. I liked it. I loved it. I loved it. I think I loved it. I wrote it 3 times. Loved it.
I'm filing for section great. I love that Andy McDowell thing. That was cute.
I think Michelle said that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
To deconstruct it, I think it's a really smart idea.
Yeah.
It's just color blocked. It's
And
fine.
I think Peppermint said it in her side bit about Sasha being too smart and being at a disadvantage. She has a concept and she has the brains to pull it off, and I loved it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Sasha's next look was the unicorn.
Oh my God.
period piece.
Are you kidding me with this?
Okay. I don't think it was with the concept of sexy unicorn. That shit still was fucking sickening though.
That was
I fucking
ridiculous.
loved it.
Hands down the best unicorn.
Oh, okay.
Hands down.
I would disagree, but I did like it. I thought it was fucking stunning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the best unicorn then?
I think Shay. I really like Shay's unicorn. I really like Shay.
Okay.
Call me a basic bitch. I don't care.
I was just gonna say that.
Jay.
I like where Sasha pulled her inspiration from, like being of a time period. I thought that was cool to kind of cater the outfit around it. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the furry boots. I don't think that it matched. It's not as sleek.
Oh, I loved it.
But I
thought
think
everything
it
was
matches
perfect.
the headpiece.
It does.
And
Yeah,
it was perfection.
I mean, it does tie it together. I feel like there's a disconnect there, but overall, I'm very happy with this.
See,
look.
when I think of sexy unicorn, would I fuck Shay's sexy unicorn? Definitely. Would I fuck this unicorn? No, I don't think I would. But
Oh my
I'm
God,
not-
we just found his standard.
unicorn.
Interesting.
I am gay. I'm the
Unicorny.
gayest. I got a couple of ones on
At
there.
a wall.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
It's a fantastic look.
Jackie says Game of Thrones unicorn realness.
Yeah,
Very,
drapery.
very agreeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, her village people was the cowboy, which I think she did fine with.
Loved it. Again, I feel like it was kind of like the she kind of did the same thing like she did with the red, white, and blue, the rainbow. it was kind of deconstructed. Like like I just loved how she thinks. I love how she puts it together. I really did love it.
Like her face is very like Annie Lennox, and it's like I feel like I haven't seen Sasha's face look like this before, and it looked. I thought it was stunning. The only thing I wanted to question, I don't know how you guys feel about the proportion of the dress. Is that okay? Is that like a normal cut for like a cowgirl? I just don't know from my own. I don't know cowgirl. Sorry.
The length of the dress.
Just
Like it hits to the knee, and I don't know if it should be longer or kind of up, maybe to like the thigh. But I think for the boots, it's supposed to work like that. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And I like that it's a sleeveless dress. I thought that worked.
And I like how it was open in the back.
yeah.
Like, and she even says, I'm not good at, but this is the thing. You don't have to be good at sewing. You just have to be creative and find a way to make it work for you.
And I think
when you stand there and just complain, I don't know how to sew, I don't know how to sew, you're wasting time.
No, but
Figure
I think,
a way to make it work.
I think going along the lines of what you're saying, Mark, she may not know how to construct and sew, but she has the vision to say, I know what it looks like in my head. I know what it's going to look like on my body. I just need to make it work. And I think she did that.
To me, these 3 looks were the winner. Like, I think Sasha should have taken this challenge.
Okay.
Especially she choreographed the thing, no matter what,
Yeah.
even if that didn't play a part in. I think her 3 looks were strong enough to stand on their own.
I disagree, but moving on.
Okay.
The next person we have is Alexis Michelle from New York City in her fucking ugly ass rainbow, whatever that is. I don't know what you want to call that. Let's make some names up for this one, because I actually almost threw up in my mouth looking up at that piece of. I don't know what to. I can't even.
I didn't like it. I'll say that. I didn't have such a strong reaction. I feel like she wants to be on a pride float with that look.
She is the pride float.
Okay.
Bitch, you took the words right out of my mouth.
But it's not a ball. Like, I don't think that sticks to that theme. But
Hold.
it's campy.
We got some people in the chat room spreading some hate. Let's stop it.
I know.
please.
I was just going to tell Neil there's somebody in the chat room that needs to get kicked out of the chat room.
We need to chill with the language. I'm all for free speech, but when you're offending other people, chill. Okay, so back to Alexis Michelle.
I said
Everyone's looking down now.
I would rather skip Alexis Michelle personally, but
Yeah.
I just think, I think that this is like a West Hollywood Pride, or maybe like a Orlando, kind of Pride outfit. And it fits the challenge. This is the opposite of me what Shay did, where it fits the challenge, but I don't like the taste. I question the taste level of this.
It's literally a pride flag.
Yeah,
Literally.
Exactly. Anything else, Mark?
I think Mark's done.
no. Okay. I have nothing really to
Moving
say.
on.
I mean, my mom said if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Well,
and I'm
so you
finally going to do
I was
that.
gonna say,
You haven't listened until this point.
does anybody got super glue? Next is Alexis's unicorn look.
Okay. Can I go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hit it.
I actually think this was a good unicorn look.
Yeah, I do too.
The gold I thought matched like really great for the challenge. I get unicorn from this. I didn't love the white hair, but I don't really know what else she should have done. I mean, the white works for that, but I think it looked clean. I thought it was a decent unicorn look.
I do too. I agree.
Okay.
It wasn't sexy, but it's a jumpsuit, which we've seen Alexis in a couple times.
Yeah.
But I think that's her comfort. That's her style of a sexy unicorn. So I think that this was
Okay, so wait a minute. So we can get all technical on sexy, the word sexy, but for Shay's rainbow that isn't rainbow, that's okay?
I'm entitled to do whatever I want.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't care what you say up
I'm
there.
sipping my green tea.
I actually agree with you guys.
Okay.
I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was spectacular. I thought it was basic, but it was fine.
Okay. Cool. I think
Moving
that's
on.
kind of the yeah.
It is
Let
what
it
it
out.
is. No, it is.
I see
I
Steve's
liked it.
coming.
I liked it. I said I liked it.
Okay.
I like that.
Now her village
Now,
people.
whole nother story.
Macho man.
Her turquoise bodice. And that was another thing where I'm like, I think she's trying to be like funny with Rue, and it just wasn't hitting. Like it was a bad
She's
joke.
just condescending.
Oh.
And I just can't deal with her anymore. Like, I take back everything, and she just has gotten to a point where I'm tired of excuses. I'm tired of you blaming somebody else. If this is your chance to represent yourself, and if you're sitting in the workroom waiting for people to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, then you shouldn't be on the show. And this fact that she's going to say that nobody told her that her outfit was ugly or whatever, we had a conversation before the show. Trinity told her, you should have a braid in your hair. You're obviously not listening to them, or you're not hearing them when they're telling you it's basic. And your words, rewind the tape. I want something that looks, what did she say? Not off the rack.
Ready to wear.
Ready to wear. Okay, well, now, then you did plan to do this. Because that does look like something you bought off of the rack.
I will agree with Mark wholeheartedly on this one.
Wow.
And to go along, Mark and I had this conversation about the Trinity comment. It actually confirmed something for me, because she had mentioned this episode. When she wore that basic dress with the fur.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's waiting for. I feel like she's waiting for people to say. It's like me saying, Mark, when I asked you about my tank top, what do you think of this tank top? And you're
What
like,
did I say? Look at me, girl.
Exactly. And so, if Mark would have said, I think it's ugly, take it off, and then right before the show, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it on, and then I get ripped for it, I've got nobody to blame but myself.
Yeah.
And I think that has been the case this whole time.
If you're gonna ask for opinions and you're gonna want
Feedback,
then you have to be ready for it, and then you have to make the decision whether you agree with that and you're gonna stick to your guns and do what you feel is you, or you're gonna go, okay, I'm gonna listen to them and I'm gonna try this.
I feel like I would like to, Jay, I know I want you to get in and jump in any minute here, but I would like to know what other material she had to work with, because during the walkthrough, the whole time she was painting and fucking with that
corset.
Ugh. Like, what else?
Well,
did
that's
she have
what
to
she
work
spent
with?
her time doing.
Yeah,
Clearly,
like, I would like to see what else she had to work, and like sticking a fucking bow. I think that is fucking tacky. I think not only is it tacky, it's kind of an insult.
well,
in
and
my
didn't somebody
opinion.
say too, if you take that off?
Naomi.
Yeah,
Not Naomi.
She came in from last season.
Yeah. The
Smalls.
Smalls chick, whoever
Yeah.
she was. I don't remember. Who? What?
The model that was there.
Yeah,
I don't
she
remember.
said, yeah, I agree. She said if you take that bowl off, it's just,
It's just a corset.
Jake, jump in. You haven't said anything.
Well, because I want to give her some credit. I think that the bodice itself is like stoned. She stoned it, so it does look. It's very like symmetrical, and I think that it has like texture to it, which is really nice to see. I don't like that skirt. I think it's very.
I feel like I
Bad.
could fucking sew that skirt together.
That's how I feel too. And then,
Seriously?
but I said outside too, and I don't think you guys agreed. But I thought that her from the makeup was fine on her face. I thought that a braid really would have helped, and I think that the bow makes it kind of look costumey. Mm-hmm. It almost looks like a Halloween costume. So I question the taste level. I don't think she camped it up enough to make it work. Because I think like a Broadway queen and showy, I would think that she would have camped it and like hammed it up on the stage, and we're just not getting that from
See,
Michelle
I
or
don't-
Alexis Michelle.
I don't, and I don't like, and I don't know. I don't like when people put them down for being costumey. I agree with Trinity 100%.
She was the one that ripped on them and
Right. No, I'm not saying her. I'm just saying in general when people say, "Oh, it's too costumey." But drag is costume.
And that's what the
it's-
judges said.
And so I agree with, I think it was Trinity that said, I'm a drag queen. I love a costume. Like, that's what we do. So I would rather it be more costumey than, says the person who buys off the rack. But I don't know. Like, it just doesn't bother me.
Okay,
I don't
moving
know.
on. I'm done. Speaking of Trinity, Trinity is next.
Trinity!
Her rainbow look.
Yeah.
Who wants to jump in first?
Okay, I didn't hate it.
Oh.
But there's a but.
No, I didn't hate. I thought it was just too basic, and I thought it was too easy.
I thought it was just too Trinity.
Yeah,
And I would expect her to wear this.
I think she knew it though.
Yeah.
You can tell from her reaction.
Yeah, and even when Michelle pointed it out,
Yeah.
you can tell that
She nodded. She was like,
felt
yeah.
bad for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I thought it was. I agree with Mark. I think it's basic. I think I don't. I mean, the colors are there. They may not be popping like people would have wanted. Maybe if the stripes were all the way down her leg, that would have been cute. Mm-hmm.
I almost wish if the bodysuit was white. I don't know. For some reason, it being white would make it pop a little bit more.
I think that would have been tacky.
I don't know.
I'm just kind of bummed that it's a swimsuit again because she just did this last week.
But you know what would have been cool if she kind of did what Sasha did, where a sleeve was red, a sleeve was green, the body was blue. You know what I mean? Like color blocked it. Like that would have been at least a little more interesting. And then the straps were black or white or whatever. You know what I mean? Like made the largest part of it, which isn't a lot, the colors, and then the accents were black or
Jay,
white
what do you got?
or gold.
Yeah, I like the details. Because I get rainbow from this because the straps really add to it, and I like the way she was walking in this. Like, it's again, I think that she really committed to this character of being who she was.
Yeah.
I like the shoulder pieces. I don't know. I overall liked it. Like, I would be happy if I saw this on her in any other challenge. But again, I'll say it. She's done a couple. We know her tuck's tight.
Yes.
So we've seen that. But I think that like the swimsuit. I don't know. I know it's very Trinity's aesthetic, but I liked other looks from her better.
What if she had like the blue hair or like color hair that popped?
Yeah,
maybe.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I
it?
think if what's everything that's so like, because it took me a minute to really see the color.
Yeah, there's nothing
and
wrong
I
with
think
this
the
outfit.
color is what needs
were
to be
looking
the
for.
highlight.
Yes.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, she could have had a fun.
So you
fun
agree
time.
this doesn't really fit the challenge?
It does. It just doesn't do it to the level that it should have been at.
So you have this, and then you have the fucking rainbow bright Alexis. Those are two spectrums, and then you have Shay way out in left field.
Well, Shay didn't do rainbow.
Okay, got it.
I mean, you can't even put her in there.
I think this actually gets the closest interpretation because it's a very rainbow. Like
Yeah.
you have the colors. I think,
And
this
you
would
can
be my-
see her walking down a pride parade in that and people getting it and understanding it. Sasha walking down in that, they'd be like, oh, was that supposed to be pride?
Shay?
Or Shay, sorry.
That's okay. All right, moving on. Unicorn.
Who is this? Oh, yeah.
Trinity.
I forgot who we were on. I agree with one of the judges who said it may not have been my favorite, but I thought she was just entertaining.
You just
to
agree
watch.
with Rue. She said that.
Rue said that?
she said
She worked
It wasn't. Rue actually said it wasn't anything special.
But I think that that's part of what this, and this is the thing, and this is where I am always, I think, leaning more towards. I don't care if something's off the rack. I don't care if it looks basic. I want to be entertained. And if it's, this whole thing that it has to have rhinestones on it and beaded, and yes, it would be nice for every one of their gowns to be beaded and perfect, but they're not going to be. And anybody who has done drag knows it is a fortune to have anything made, for themselves unless they can do it themselves.
Okay.
So I think that she did well with what she had, and she made it work, and she was entertaining to watch. And I'd rather be entertained watching than being like, oh, that was a perfectly stoned outfit, Valentina.
Linda Evangelista.
I threw that in there.
Clearly you did.
I liked that her reference
my
was Lisa
batteries.
Frank because I think the colors popped. I didn't like the fuzzy leg warmer look. This wasn't my favorite. I like Trinity a lot. Like, I'm actually kind of rooting for her, but I did not like her unicorn.
Yeah, I agree with Jay. I think the hair was the one that it was just. I didn't like the hair with this.
I can't see the hair again.
It's just kind of
It's
everywhere.
like pulled back half up,
Yeah.
half down.
I think if it was like a actual ponytail, it'd have been fine. But yeah, I agree with Jay. Didn't really care.
I'm trying to look and see if Jackie's
Moving
commenting.
along.
I think we lost Jackie.
No, Jackie's there
She's
somewhere. Her cop.
This was stunning.
I think, and Jackie, this is where I'm going to tell you.
Me
I think
too.
this was the best on the runway.
Hands down.
I fucking love this
Hands
outfit.
down.
I fucking loved it.
I wanted
toe.
that in every color.
Head to toe. I loved it.
I thought it was perfection.
And then Alexis tried to read her. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, when Alexis said that her outfit
Was more fashionable.
oh my God, I was like, girl, you are delusional. Delusional.
So we have a president that is living in a universe of his own. I think Alexis is the only other person living in that universe.
yeah,
Jay,
exactly.
What do you got for us?
I mean, I said this is hands down. I think the hair was perfect. The visor was great. I got the story immediately when she stepped out. I thought it was perfect. I don't think there's anything she could have done differently.
No.
And the gloves, I know it's such a stupid detail, but
loved it.
was
I thought the same thing.
great.
Yeah.
I really loved this.
Did you guys notice her eye makeup?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
sickening. Head to toe. I
Head
loved it.
to toe.
I've said it so many times, but Trinity has surprised me this entire
Mm-hmm.
competition. Like, I never would have thought she was going to get this far. I think my first one I thought was going to be off with
Me
James
too.
Mansfield.
Me too.
And now she's going to be, I think she's maybe winner potentially.
I
but
do too.
Top three
I
for
do
sure.
too. I do too.
I'm just so happy.
Me and JJ. I agree.
So Jackie, this is as much as I do love Shay and her construction worker. This was the best village person, if not best outfit of the night. For
yeah,
me.
I agree.
And so last but not least, we have Peppermint
Peppermint.
and her rainbow look.
Yeah, what did you guys think of the rainbow look?
It was literally a pride. I think Marge mentioned pride. I can totally see this on a pride float.
Okay, I'll say this. I didn't hate it. Some things I might have tweaked or changed. But again, she sold me on it, and she's the kind. Okay, so Peppermint is definitely the kind of drag queen that I watched and performed with when I was doing it a lot years ago. So I can just relate to her and her ideas and her aesthetics. Again, I agree 100% that they may not be executed the best, but I'm sorry, she just, regardless of whether you like it or not, you smile, you enjoy what she's doing on stage, she presents it. And I like that. And I would rather watch that than somebody be in some fashion-forward outfit and walking the runway like a supermodel. That's just me.
That's
that is
exactly
completely
what
just
Sasha
me.
did.
I think her
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
No, I liked Sasha,
Yeah.
but I do think Sasha is entertaining to watch. Like, she's a personality as well. She's not just walking the runway in a fashion outfit.
What did you think, Jay?
I think Peppermint was like feeling herself on this episode. Like,
yeah.
she was having so
Totally.
much fun,
Totally.
Yeah.
and I think that the blue wig really worked with this whole look.
Yeah.
It really gave it like some fun.
Like you were
color.
saying with Trinity.
Yeah.
That she had a colored wig.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
Okay.
Perfect. So
Okay.
I liked it.
Yes, I agree. It wasn't my favorite. I didn't mind it, but I too have grown to love Peppermint over in the course of this journey.
Yeah.
Next is her unicorn look.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I thought it was a different take on it. I loved the purple detail hair, like where it was like the
ponytail.
Yeah, it was a ponytail with like the different waves in it. So I actually had a good response to Peppermint's.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was different. And yes, it was kind of baggy. And,
It was,
but
yeah.
I didn't. If they didn't say baggy, I don't know that I would have noticed.
Yeah, but
Me
then
neither.
Michelle pointed it out.
But
and
again,
then-
I'm not in the room, and it's hard to see on
Right.
television.
I could see it. I can see it, and she mentioned it, and so yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. It wasn't my favorite, but I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either.
Yeah.
Okay.
So last, her Village People. She was the leather woman.
She worked it. I didn't love it, but I thought she worked it.
Again, if I had been in this situation, I probably would have done the same thing that she did. I would
Leather.
have tried to put exactly what she put together and try to make it work.
Yeah, I got the reference. It was very Janet Jackson and Feedback. Like, and she did if.
Yeah, and the lip
She
sync.
did the-
Yeah, I like this look for Peppermint. I feel like I haven't seen her in something kind of like daring like this. It was
Right.
very dominatrix, and I liked that side of her.
And
Yeah.
I agree with Jay. I think she was feeling her own the whole time.
Yeah.
She was feeling it the whole time.
Right.
So we get to they asked the question, who do you want to go home? Who do you want to see go home?
Yeah.
I think we all can agree that Alexis should have
Yeah,
and deserved to go home.
yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
Right.
Yep.
So the winner of the challenge. Well, do you guys agree? Do you guys like the fact that they asked this question? We all know it's coming.
Well, it's part of the show,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Deal with it.
Okay. So the winner.
I'm surprised
we
nobody
need to
said me.
hurry. So I'm trying to go this quicker. The winner of the challenge was Shay.
Boo.
I agree with that.
Boo.
However, I can relate to some of my panelists when they think that Sasha should have won. I think that's a fair choice as well.
Okay.
But I was
Sasha should have won.
I was okay with Shay winning.
Okay.
I said I think Sasha should have won, but I like Shay's construction worker, so I'm okay with her winning.
Right. I think
But if we're gonna give the award to somebody who
Overall.
had one good outfit, then Trinity should have won.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
but that's one good outfit.
Well, that's what we just said about Sasha, or Shay.
No, she had 3 good
No,
outfits.
one, the construction worker.
It's all opinion.
Thank you. I agree to disagree. Jay will do the show alone next week. It works better that way.
Just saying.
Just kidding.
Just saying. Just saying.
So the bottom 2 were Alexis and Peppermint. No surprise there, in my opinion.
Right.
I like this lip sync, and I think Jay pointed it out before the show that this may have been the first time they lip synced to a male
song.
singing
Macho Man.
a song.
Yep. Village People came back.
And I felt bad because I was excited because I thought I knew the words to the song, and clearly I get Macho Man and YMCA, 2 different songs mixed up. It was still entertaining.
They entertained the whole song, which I appreciated. Like there was I think I knew Peppermint was gonna win, especially when she did that weird walk. I thought like right there, Peppermint.
And when she
got
dropped
it.
that Janet Jackson
Yep.
shit, oh yeah, yes.
Yes,
I was
Peppermint
living
had
for
it. I'm
that.
happy Peppermint won.
It's going to be hard for somebody to beat Peppermint
And
in
a
lip
lip sync. I agree.
She is just so charismatic, and that's what I'm saying. Is I don't care. I'm not even paying attention to what she's wearing. I'm going to be entertained, and that's what I want, and that's what Peppermint does. Plain and simple.
I want to see Peppermint when she's in LA.
Exactly. I don't care to go see Valentina. I don't care. I can go see a studded dress on anybody. I want to be entertained, and Peppermint's going to entertain me.
You entertain me, Mark, every week. Okay, so I want to know what your guys' thoughts on the final three, without giving any spoilers, because I know we kind of already know who the top three are going to be.
Do we?
I know. I mean, I only know
Do
to
we
the
know?
top four.
You know, obviously. Then.
No. Oh, okay. Well, what do you got? Who is your dream top three?
Well, they're gone.
Well, out of what's left, out of the 4 contestants that's left.
Well, I'll say this: of who's left, I think
Okay.
Trinity deserves to win.
what do you
that's
got,
all I'm
Jay?
gonna
What do you
say.
think?
I would be
She's
happy
my
with any
pick.
of them winning. Trinity's who I'm rooting for, but I think Sasha might get it. But I think Shay's the front runner with all the wins.
I would like. I think Peppermint is great, but I'm rooting for the other 3. And if any of those 3 win, I would be totally okay. And this is great because the last few seasons there either been one person that clearly was the winner, or 3 contestants that I really didn't give a shit about season 7.
But like
So-
always, there's one person that they want you to like the most,
Exactly. So
which is getting the best.
our
editing.
time is up. Thank you guys for joining us. Jay, where can they find you on social media?
Guys, I'm gonna hop on real quick to Instagram Live, so find me there on don't_be_jealous, JELLIS, and Twitter at still_jealous.
MJ, and I'm not talking about Michael Jackson. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at LoRayne Love, LoRayne LOVE.
Jackie, we miss you. We
We
love
miss you, Jackie.
123 Jackie B is where you can find her, except.
Snapchat, which is JackieB123.
Excellent. And you can find me at Kenny C. Harrison or Kenny
Kenny
Cherison on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for joining us. Download us on Instagram or down there. You can download us down there too. Make your comments.
Bye, John.
Next week, we'll be back. So, tune us
It's my new
in.
BFF.
Bye, John.
Until then.
Everyone say bye to John.
Bye, John. And everybody else.
Have a good week, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Drag you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.